Dogs might be man's best friend, but that doesn't mean we always understand one another. There are a lot of times when our pups have us tilting our heads and wondering, why do they do that? Today, we're going to answer some of the most common questions about dogs, so you can stop questioning and start understanding your pup better. Welcome to the Animal Planet. Today we will be sharing with you everything about cats. Top 10 questions and answers about dogs. And stay with us until the end of the video because we are also going to tell you the answer to the animal question. What is the biggest size dog breed and what is the smallest? Enjoy it. Number 10. Why do dogs eat grass? Some people propose that dogs might turn to eating grass when they don't feel well as a way to make themselves vomit and then feel better. Others dispute this idea, on the basis that dogs are not proven to be smart enough to decide to treat an upset stomach by eating grass. Evidence suggests that most dogs that eat grass aren't unwell beforehand, or at least they don't seem so. In fact, fewer than 10% of dogs seem to be sick before eating grass, according to their owners. And grass eating doesn't usually lead to throwing up. Less than 25% of dogs that eat grass vomit regularly after grazing. Other suggested reasons why your dog might be eating grass include improving digestion, treating intestinal worms, or fulfilling some unmet nutritional need, including the need for fiber. Of course, there is also the possibility that your dog simply likes the way grass tastes or feels. Number 9. Do dogs dream? Yes, dogs dream. If you notice your dog having a dream, follow the old adage, let sleeping dogs lie. Disrupting his sleep during the REM cycle can be startling. Think about how you feel waking up from a dream, which can result in an unintended bite or, at the very least, a sleepy dog in the morning. In an interview with a Harvard psychologist, one owner reported that he suspected his dog had recently had a nightmare about bath time. This dog did not like baths, and when the bath was over, he always ran to the owner and hid between his legs. He did not perform this behavior any other time. One day, the owner observed his dog having a dream. When the dog woke up, it bolted and hid between his legs, leading the owner to conclude that the dog had just had a scary dream about his bath. No matter what our dogs dream about, there is some comfort in believing that they, like us, have dreams and fears that play out in their sleep, making us more alike than different. Number 8. What does a dog howling mean? Researchers believe that dog howling is bound up in dog genetics. The ancient dog breeds are recognized for how closely their DNA matches that of the wolves from which they descended. When answering the question, why do dogs howl? We have to examine the following questions. 2. Is dog howling an atavistic expression of a shared wild ancestry? A lingering vestige of wolf times and pack activity? One thing to consider is that dog howling, like any other form of vocal expression, has no fixed meaning. The answer to, why do dogs howl? Is a shifting signifier whose interpretation is situation dependent. There are 5 reasons why a dog howl. Number 1, dog howling is a community organizing and homing beacon. Number 2, dog howling is boundary demarcation and defense mechanism. Number 3, dogs howl to attract attention or express anxiety. Number 4, dogs howl in response to stimuli and bonding exercises. Number 5, dogs howl to alert you to injury or discovery. Number 7, why does my dog lick me? Licking is also a multifaceted tool that seems to play many roles in canine behavior and, consequently, tends towards many different interpretations. Here's a list of the many ways in which we Homo sapiens have come to understand this culturally alien mode of communication. Licking is a natural instinct in canines. When a mother licks her pups and her pups lick each other during the course of grooming and other social interactions, we're observing quintessential licking behavior in dogs. Indeed, this behavior is held up as one that may serve as the basis for all other licking decisions a dog makes. Licking can play a role in the solicitation of resources, as when pups lick their mothers as a precursor to feeding or when lower-ranking pack members lick their superiors in the hopes of an invitation to dine on communal prey. It's just another sensory tool, say some researchers. Licking, and tasting, is like reaching out and touching something, a sort of slobbery exploration. Canine attention-seeking behavior often incorporates the tongue. Dogs often lick you to get your attention or as a simple greeting. Licking may be a way of playing. Many dogs whose owners report as engaging in excessive licking behavior may be substituting their tongue for their teeth in the reserved dog's version of a raucous play fight. In many cases, licking is a learned behavior. Dogs learn that when they lick their owners they get more attention, so they come to incorporate licking into more and more of their daily behaviors. Number 6. Why does my dog stare at me? We'd all love to think our dog is staring at us out of undying devotion and love. But more likely than not, your dog is staring at you for one of two reasons. Either they want something, or they are trying to figure out what you want. In the first scenario, it might be food, or a treat, a walk, or playtime. In the second, you could be training, or you might have said something your pup doesn't understand, and he's working hard to try to find the meaning in your expression. Number 5. Why is chocolate bad for my dog? Chocolate is toxic to dogs because it contains theobromine and, to a lesser extent, caffeine. Humans metabolize theobromine easily, but dogs don't. Dogs process theobromine and caffeine slowly, which allows these toxic compounds to build up in their systems and cause clinical signs associated with chocolate toxicity. Number 4. Why do dogs wag their tails? Studies have shown that the pace and position of the wag will often convey emotion. If a dog is frightened or submissive, it'll often hold its tail down and possibly wag it a little between its legs. We're familiar with this image of a dog that's been told off by his owner, looking very apologetic and guilty. Dogs that are alert or excited will hold their tail higher than the natural position. Often this high tail will be wagging furiously. A fast-paced wag will often mean a dog is happy or excited. Again, this is something we often see in the park or when we are playing with our dogs. They'll often adopt a playful stance with their bottom elevated, wagging a high tail as they ask us to throw a ball or play chase. This behavior is also seen when we greet our dogs after being out for a long time. They're telling us they missed us and are glad to have us home. A curious dog who's interested in its environment will often hold its tail straight out. An aggressive dog will often have a very stiff, vertical tail. Number 3. Why do dogs have wet noses? When it comes to sniffing, a wet nose works better than a dry nose for dogs. Dog noses are naturally wet because of the combination of mucosal glands in the nose, and frequent licking by your dog. When their pup's nose is dry, many folks think it's a sign of illness. Your dog could have a dry nose for any number of reasons, such as being outdoors on a sunny, hot day, or nap time when your pup isn't licking his or her nose and keeping it wet. However, if your dog's nose is severely dry, cracked, or bleeding, then it's time to talk to a vet and make sure there's nothing wrong. Number 2. How often should you bathe a dog? Generally speaking, a healthy dog with a short, smooth coat and no skin problems doesn't need to be bathed often. In most cases, dog baths are more for the benefit of their pet parents than for the dogs themselves. Even so, it's a good idea to bathe your pooch at least once every 2 to 3 months. Number 1. Why do dogs bury their bones, food or other items? There are several breeds that are more predisposed to digging and burying than others. A few of these breeds are terriers, dachshunds, beagles, basset hounds, and miniature schnauzers. Cairn terriers, for instance, were originally bred to chase and hunt small game, and they have maintained their excellent digging skills and their instinct to search. Since these breeds are bred specifically to dig, they may also have a heightened desire to save their resources, and therefore are more likely to bury bones. This is a normal behavior for them. Remember, regardless of a dog's breed, all dogs have the potential to dig. Dogs need stimulation and outlets for their energy every day, and when humans do not provide it for them, they will find their own ways to occupy themselves. An example may be the fun game of stealing a TV remote and burying it to get your attention, an attention-seeking behavior, and to add some variety to their routines. Stress and anxiety can play a part in this behavior as well. Some dogs that are feeling anxious may bury items to calm themselves, since digging is a self-soothing behavior. If a dog does not feel safe at the moment or in the area they are fed in, they may bury their food to eat in a more comfortable place or time. You may also see more of this behavior in multi-dog households, or among dogs that grew up in situations where they had scarce resources, such as in a puppy mill. And here is the answer to the animal question. What is the biggest size dog breed and what is the smallest? Chihuahuas are the smallest dog breed in the world. These tiny dogs are the smallest in the world, usually weighing less than 6 pounds and standing about 5 to 8 inches at the shoulder. Great Dane are the biggest dog breed in the world. They may be extremely large and strong, but the Great Dane is known as a gentle giant because of its calm and loving disposition. They make excellent family pets, needing minimal grooming and daily exercise. Thanks for watching our videos. Do not forget to comment, like or subscribe to the channel to receive news and notifications of new videos.